Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happiness Today YouTube channel. It's countdown to the election campaign period, and all party members are geared up to making this count, from LP to NNPP to APC to PDP and every other political party that are contesting in 2023 elections. Then, of course, in the same news, very quick one, the 15 aggrieved senators who did not get return ticket have made a vow that they are going to move out of APC to PDP. And of course, the warnings they got from the presidency, they have decided to take a U-turn back to the party, but they have made up their mind that they need concretized information to ensure that their political career is not downtrodden, but rather they'll be given juicy appointment eventually if Asiwaju wins. But in another news, very quickly, Peter Obi have made up his mind, or Peter Obi rally is now shaking up the information, is shaking up the Nigerian election proper, and this is how they intend to go about the move. A lot is at stake, and this is going on right now. Well, before we go to the news proper, kindly subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button beside it. You see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as you update our channel on YouTube. Well, according to the news, Peter Obi is hardly a political outsider, but the bespectacled former governor says he's looking to harness Nigerians' anger with the status quo to power his third-party presidential bid. Obi 61 has generated substantial buzz among younger voters in Africa's most populous democracy, where the average age is 18, but the president and both major party candidates for the February 2023 election are all septuagenarians, which are septuagenarian political veterans. Now, wow. His followers, who call themselves obedient, say he can solve what else Nigerians, including unprecedented insecurity, industrial skill, oil theft, and allegations of widespread corruption 8 years after President Muhammadu Buhari ran promising to eradicate it. Nigerian electoral law forbids candidates from campaigning before September 28. In a recent interview at his Lagos residence, Obi, speaking as a private citizen, said Nigeria's problem could turn voters against the two dominant parties, the ruling All Progressive Congress APC and opposition People's Democratic Party PDP. The system they've operated over the years, it has brought us where we are, Obi told Nigerians. Bola Tinubu 70 is an APC candidate, and Atiku Abubakar 75 is running for opposition PDP. Wow. As in, Bola Tinubu is 70 and Atiku Abubakar is 75. Atiku Abubakar is even older than Bola Tinubu. Wow. Let's continue with the news. Many of Obi's backers were also prominent in 2020 protests against police brutality that ended with security forces opening fire on unarmed demonstrators, leaving them particularly keen to oust older leaders. The young people accounted for half of voters in 2019, and 84% of the 10.49 million recently registered voters were aged 34 and below. Well, according to the news, I quote, "So we will break all of it." Obi was Atiku's running mate in 2019, but said he lost faith in the nomination process. He is now running with the Labour Party, one of 18 registered political parties. Dressed in a tailored but casual blue senator-style suit and sandal, Obi said that voters in a nation on the brink would eschew religious, ethnic, tribal loyalists that typically help the major parties dominate election. What is important is that people trust, he said, adding that it's simple. You may not like me, but what I'm coming here to do will be different. Still, as a political veteran himself, Obi has attracted a share of controversy in the past. Asset he controlled appeared in the Pandora Papers leak, and during the 2019 campaign, he and Atiku were challenged on their track records regarding corruption. Now, Obi said he's happy to stand on his record as governor of southeastern Anambra State, which left a rare budget surplus. His gubernatorial tenure, he added, showed that he was unafraid of angering powerful interests to help the nation and was more important to voters than his Christian faith or identity as an Igbo man. an ethnic group where some members agitate for a breakaway nation. We will break all of it to make it work, he said. Obi said he's finalizing specifics of his plan. Who would handle the tightly controlled naira currency or deal crippling fuel subsidies. But he said he would renegotiate debt, extricate the government from the economy, and enable the private sector to thrive. The young ones want to see a country with a future, he said. My job is to take that country and give it to them. Wow, this is interesting. The world is truly watching the political revolution that is building up in Nigeria with keen interest. Yes, indeed, African nations also are taking a huge cue from what is happening in Nigeria. Of course, the old guns believe that Peter Obi have no chance. I don't know why they believe so, because I have never seen such awakening, such revolution coming from the Nigerian youth like it did in #EndSARS 2020 and this general election. Some persons believe that Peter Obi's followers, most of them are card-carrying members on social media, but they are not card-carrying members of any party, or possibly in other opposition party, but they may not be available when it matters because they don't have PVC. Well, that is propaganda, just like every other thing that we have seen over the past seems to be propaganda. So many persons have been, so many political elites have been celebrating the speech made by Shettima. That's speech. That's what it is, speech. He had opportunity to be a governor of Borno State. And he promised Nigerians that he's going to make Nigeria Borno. Personally, I don't want Nigeria to look like Borno. You say he wants to replicate what he did in Borno to Nigeria. Please, sir, we don't want it. Tell us something else. Tell us something that will bring hope to Nigerians, not what is happening in Borno. Yes, he did mention that he'd be at schools, that if you go to Borno is a war-torn zone. Why would you want to make Nigeria look like Borno? Give us better things that will bring hope and joy to Nigerians. I don't want Nigeria to look like Borno, no matter whatever beauty that is in Borno. In as much as there's no peace in Borno, that there's nothing beautiful about it. If Borno was what it is, or Borno was or ought to be what it is, and it's still not it, why would people be trooping out every day? Go look, if you live in Nigeria, look around those places where the northerners always stay in enclave. They usually stay together. You will see everyday traders are moving in. Go and check some of the videos that Amotekun usually upload every other day, especially in Southwest. Every trailer you see, they have to search it. Under the trailer, the places they put raw haze and all that for cows, you will see some of their guys hiding under those places. Question is, why are they trooping into Southwest every other day? If Borno was that beautiful, why would they not remain in Borno? Why would Southeasterners not move in troops in Borno to be selling so many of their wares? Because nobody enjoys where there's no peace. So you can imagine some elite said he spoke well. We don't want speeches. We've heard enough. We heard it in 2019. We heard it in 2015. We want positive change. We don't want propaganda. We are used to it already, and it did not take us anywhere. That's what we're going to wrap it up. Let's put in that conversation. What's your take? Have a nice time. God bless you.